Afternoon, everyone. Headkeeper Edwin and I. Hi, Ed.
Hello, afternoon, everyone, and welcome.
Thought that we would do a mud bath live with you this afternoon, a mud bath milk feed. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'll give Edwin this camera. And the orphans out here in the forest in Nairobi National Park. They know it's their milk feeding time, so they're rushing in for their milk feed here beside the mud bath where Edwin and I are standing. Who do we have coming in first, Ed?
We do have Padamat who came in first.
This is Padamat?
Yes. He's a little young boy in the nursery. He's only about 15-month-old. He's not been with us for too long, so he's the latest arrival that we got in the nursery. We do have Mzinga here.
Female. Really enjoying her milk bottle.
We do have Shuja there.
Shuja, looking nice and fat. Poor Shuja, rescued during the terrible drought that we were suffering up until a few months ago, and as you can see from the very muddy ground, we've had lots of rain recently. Who do we have here, Ed?
This is Talek.
Talek, little Talek, also one of the youngest in the nursery at the moment.
And we do have Morijo at the end.
Morijo, quite independent, Morijo. One of the more independent babies in the nursery. And Shuja looking so well, as I say, having been rescued during the drought. And now looking as fat as a little tick there.
Shuja just graduated the other day to 2 bottles because he's 2 years and he just graduated to 2 bottles now.
He's enjoying
it.
Yeah, I can see that. Who do we have here? Hello.
Still Padamat.
Padamat. Coming to say hello. Waving to everyone joining us for this live this afternoon beside the mud bath. Shall we show everyone where we are, Ed? Here at the mud bath inside Nairobi National Park. We're coming to you live from the Sheldrick Wildlife Trust Nairobi Nursery, and this is our 3 o'clock milk feed for the orphans. They're fed every 3 hours, day and night. Edwin and I negotiating orphans and the mud bath behind us.
Oh no, Morijo, don't do that.
That's not very nice, Morijo.
But the two like to do a lot of that all the time.
A lot of pushing, yeah.
That is now Shuja coming in.
Shuja wasn't going to take that. He's turned around to defend himself.
They are the same size and they like to push and pull a lot in the course of the day when they're out in the bush and sizing up. Morijo, being a girl, doesn't want to accept that. She wants to prove that she's a strong girl. And she confides Shuja.
Morijo. You can hear some other elephants eager to come in for their milk bottles over there.
Little quiet, independent girl.
Sucking up some milk left over on the floor.
She loves to do that.
It's lovely to see, Edwin, some people joining our live who've been able to visit us before as well and adopted while they visited us. Thank you everyone for joining us from all over the world. I can see you. Hello from Nairobi, Kenya. Thank you for joining us this afternoon.
See how perfect she's able to use her trunk.
Got some more babies running in behind there in the background.
We do have Nyambeni leading the pack that is joining us now.
And Benny at the front. So they're out in the forest with some keepers, and there are some keepers this end as well, ready and waiting to feed them their milk bottles. There you go.
This is Nyambeni. And the second one is Weka.
Weka, a naughty girl here in the nursery.
Yeah.
Don't push us in the mud bath, Weka.
She can do that if she decides.
Yeah, I know. Well,
but she's also starting to be a good mother.
I've heard that she's taking on quite a matriarchal role.
Yeah, we do have a Camille at the end.
Camille, should we go around and
yeah.
Camille? Camille? Where was Camille rescued from?
Sava National Park. The one that came in very thin, looking like a skeleton.
Now look at her looking so nice and healthy and happy in amongst her new herd here.
Taroha here.
Taroha,
Gentle boy.
a very hairy head.
Yeah. And next to Taroha,
And next
guess
to
who?
Taroha,
Best friend.
sweet little Taroha.
Taroha, okay.
Shouting while having his milk bottle. The Taroha and Mukogodo are very close at the moment in the nursery, aren't
Yeah,
they?
yeah, they're good friends.
Two good friends. Mukogodo being the youngest in the nursery at the moment. She's just over a year old. She's finished her milk feed. She's still on one bottle.
Yeah, she's actually still on one small bottle, but she's about to graduate to a bigger bottle.
Okay.
When they are under 1 year, they're getting the small bottle. When they are over 1 year, we're giving them the big bottle. When they're 2 years, they're now getting 2 bottles.
And it follows a
Yeah,
progression.
also
like that.
depends with their appetite as well.
Excuse me.
That's Nyambeni,
Nyambeni.
rounding us around.
Elephants have right of way. Enjoying the greens that the keepers have put here for after their milk feed, whilst the rest of their friends come in for their milk bottles. We have 21 elephant babies in the nursery at the moment, all being hand raised by us here until they're ready to graduate to one of our reintegration units in Tsavo National Park, and it's from there that they hone their wild instincts and eventually, in the fullness of time, find their rightful place in the wild. So we've got, as someone on Instagram was just asking how many elephants we have in the nursery. We have 21, but about just over 100 probably dependent on us. Various stages of dependency across all our units. Some are still milk dependent, some are being weaned off their milk bottles, and some are gradually becoming more independent and spending some nights out, coming back for others as they find their place and gather up the courage to eventually go wild, either with a wild herd or most likely with one of our ex-orphan herds, our wild living orphans, already living wild with their wild-born young.
Kerio leading the next group.
Hello.
Kerio leading the next group.
Kerio, a budding matriarch. She is
Yeah.
a good matriarch,
Yeah,
isn't
she's a
she,
good
along
mother.
with Slater?
Yeah.
Gosh, she's come such a long way.
Both her and Slater are soft matriarchs.
And they look after everybody in the
Everybody,
nursery.
yeah. They're not selective.
Kerio, of course, came into our care not being able to walk. She wasn't able to use her back legs, and as you saw there, she came running in for her milk bottle. She's, I'd say, completely healed from when she first came into our care, and she was not that much bigger than Taroha or even Mukogodo.
Yeah.
And
You can see who is behind her is Slater, the other matriarch. The main matriarch now.
Kerio relaxing. Slater there. Who else do we have who just came in?
Let's go around. Right. Oh, in front of Slater is Mawingu.
Wingu here. And Sokote, hi.
Mawingu also showing signs of being a matriarch. Everybody, all the females are trying to show their actually inner characters of wanting to be mothers and trying to take care of all the little ones around.
Nurturing and caring.
Caring, and everybody taking the little one and snatching and walking with them away. Still holding the bottle is Latika,
Latika there.
a short trunk elephant.
It's very easy to identify because of her short trunk, isn't she? But she can use it perfectly well, as we can see. Behind Latika.
Behind Latika, we've got Talek. Just to mention, Latika is also one of the females that is jostling to be a mother and also wants to take care of the little ones.
There are lots of
All the females around Latika, Mawingu, Silaita, Kerio, and Weka are actually proving that yes, they're females and they can take care of the little ones.
It's very nice to have lots of nurturing role models in the nursery.
Now all the young ones have got somebody to lean to stay close to for protection.
Someone's asking Edwin how long you've worked with the trust.
25 years now.
25 years. This is your
Already started this 26.
26 as of September.
From August.
From August.
Yes.
Amazing. Started off as one of our keepers, and then over the years became head keeper here at the Nairobi nursery. Oh, we've got a big group coming in.
The big ones, yeah. We do have Mageno here.
Mageno.
Yes.
And then
Second one we do have Loldaika.
Loldaika, rescued from the Loldaikas.
Then we do have Mukutan.
Mukutan, one of the most boisterous boys.
Then we do have Sholumai.
Solomai.
The other one who came in looking like a skeleton, very thin because of the drought, from Aberdeen.
From the Aberdares.
From Laikipia.
Looking so well.
Yeah,
now
near
here.
Doldo Rangers in Laikipia. We do have Kitich.
Kitich, a show off holding
Yeah,
their own bottle there.
yeah. And then we do have Choka,
Choka, another one of the
little boy
golden
who's
nursery.
another starvation victim found next to the dead body of the mother.
A lot of drought victims in our Nairobi nursery at the moment, and we're so happy to have rain across large swathes of the country now, including Salvo, looking wonderful and green. And as you can see from our mud bath trickling out here, we had rain all night and this morning as well. We hope we might be able to do a mud bath.
Yeah.
So that's all the orphans that have had their milk feed now. Looks like they aren't going to mud bath this afternoon. I can see them walking around it.
Yeah.
But they're enjoying the greens here, and they'll probably want to go out and browse, don't you think? So we'll just see what they feel like doing.
Yeah, and we let them do what they want to do, and the keepers will just follow them.
Someone's asking if there are female keepers. It's a good question. Sometimes one, look at who's up there pricking from that tree.
Yeah.
Sometimes one we receive from time to time. We have had, in nearly 50 years of operation, female keepers, but it's a role that we get mainly male applicants for, and it's one that fits with our role and the logistics and housing side. It's just in Kenya, because the role of a keeper is at least for a minimum of 10 years. It's one that we get mainly male applicants for. As females here, still women are still the sort of role models for the family. So it would be a long time attailed away from a family, like in many jobs in the military services or armed services and construction. So it's one that we've received mainly male applicants for, and that's why we have male keepers now, isn't it, Ed?
Yeah.
Although we have lots of women across many different roles in the trust. Mokogodo here.
Yeah. Somebody is asking if we are near Voi Safari Lodge. No, we are right in Nairobi.
We are in Nairobi National Park, but we do have one of our reintegration units near Voi, which is near Voi Safari Lodge, and yes, that's one of our reintegration units in Savo, along with Ithumba, which is in the north of Savo East, and Imani Springs, which is in the Kibwezi Forest.
Somebody would like to know, how do we get to know who is who?
You're best to answer that one, Ed.
Very easy to know who is who because we stay with these elephants all day, all night. And so we know all their character. We can tell from character, from body shape, from texture of their skin. A few of them have got little marks. We can look at those marks. But most important, seeing them every day.
For example, who's this?
For example, in front of us is Mageno. And Mageno has got a very smaller head compared to all the other bulls around. Mageno has got very small tusks compared to his age. Now coming in is Kitich. You can see the folds on Kitich's ears. Those would easily identify him. And he has a very big head. His tusks, Kitich's tusks are thicker than Mageno's tusks. Those are some of the little stuff that we can look at and get to tell them
ways in
apart.
which you identify the orphans,
Yeah.
And they'd have different personalities as well.
And also look at Kitich's leg. He's got more wrinkles compared to Mageno on the other side.
Yeah.
More pronounced wrinkles compared to Mageno.
You're welcome. But I hope I did an adequate job explaining, but someone said thank you for explaining about the keepers. They've been wondering for a while. Someone's asking if the orphans ever know, let's see the one scratching over here, ever know if a keeper isn't feeling well.
Yes, elephants can read your heart, and elephants can tell what you think about them, and elephants can tell how you're feeling, just like human beings. And so they get attracted to you according to your feelings to them. And that is why we believe they can tell if you're not feeling well.
Thank you, Ed. They're just doing all their own little things, aren't they? Some are still around the mud bath, enjoying the greens there or playing. Some are using these rocks as scratching posts, and others have already started to browse again. We have a few over there who've just decided to go off on their own. Look who's here eating.
This is Morijo here.
Morijo wanting this tasty
And the big
roots.
bowl right over there, that is Loldaika.
Loldaika right in the bushes there.
And with Camille right in front in the bushes.
Loldaika, Camille and Morijo.
Morijo, and then Mzinga joining Morijo.
Wondering what that tasty root might be.
Yeah. Right in the middle of the rocks is Choka.
Choka. You heard his name there. Hello, Choka. Someone is asking, Ed, what you like most about your job?
What I like most about this job is when I see the elephants go back into the wild. When we are introducing them back into the wild, it creates more joy because I believe that I've successfully done what I was meant to do and I've achieved my target. So that is the most important and most joyous time in my life in this job. Mageno here next to us.
Mageno enjoying all this luscious, fresh, new green shoots that have sprung up with all the rain we've had recently. We're very happy to receive. Someone's asking what would happen if an elephant didn't get on with the keeper that was assigned to them. The way that we raise the orphans in our care is there's no one keeper assigned to one orphan. It's something that we learnt, well, that Dame Daphne learnt, our founder, very early on when raising infant baby elephants, that they can't get attached to one person. So it's important they learn to love and respect all the keepers who look after them. They might have favourites. Who's playing here, Ed?
Still we have Kitich here and Choka on
Kitich
the
on
other
the
side.
left and Choka on the right.
And also when we are recruiting the keepers, the elephants will help us decide who is most qualified or not, because if a number of elephants don't like you in the beginning, then that is a good sign that you don't qualify for this job.
So there's a probation period where we learn to see if the person likes the elephants and if the elephants like the keeper.
Yeah.
Because they're essentially who hires the keepers.
Yeah.
And you always say, Ed, they read your heart. You said that earlier.
Yeah.
So.
And we are able to tell from their reaction who is best to work with them and who is not.
Yeah. So the orphans don't just have one keeper, and at the beginning we learn to see if a person is right for this role.
Yeah. For those young ones that that are under 2 years, have a keeper in the rooms every night.
Yes. And we rotate that keeper.
A different keeper every night, so they don't get attached to one person.
Lots of people saying that they want to be a keeper, and we understand that. These very
well,
wonderful
the elephants
creatures.
can only decide if they qualify or not.
And we do only employ from here in Kenya. From across Kenya, we're very happy to hire people from across the country and instill a love for conservation and elephants that they might take home to their homes and where they come from. So some of our keepers are from places where there are elephants, and some are from places where there isn't any elephants. And this way we can foster a love for wildlife and conservation across the country. Also, there's high unemployment in Kenya, so we want to employ only from within the country, and that goes for volunteering as well. We could offer a paid wage for any position that a volunteer might take, so we don't take volunteers either here at the Kenya charity.
Do the thorns hurt them? Somebody would like to know.
Yeah, well, it's quite interesting watching them pick these leaves, isn't it?
Yeah.
Watch how their trunks go around the thorns, and
you have to get all the leaves.
All the leaves off.
And leave the thorns on the branch.
Yeah. They're so dexterous, their trunks. They have over 40,000 muscles. They can pick up a log, but they can equally pick up a feather. They're amazing appendage trunks. Good.
Morijo, right in front of us.
Watch how Morijo's delicately picking those leaves off this acacia tree.
Talek together with the Mugogodo. At some point, next to Mugogodo is Nyambeni. At some point, Nyambeni likes to snatch Mugogodo from the big girls, and she wants to be the mother to Mugogodo.
She likes looking after little ones already.
Yeah. And then Mzinga here. Joining them is Kerio right from behind. The big one right from behind is Kerio. Camille on the sides.
Some people have been watching, but they have to go back to work. I'm sorry, but we will save these videos on our platforms, and you can return and watch at your leisure later on. Thank you so much to everyone for joining us this afternoon. Thank you to everyone who's donating. For anyone who wishes to support our work rescuing and raising elephant and rhino, as well as other orphans in our care, please do head to our website, sheldrickwildlifetrust.org. You can adopt any of the orphans that you see here in the nursery today. Anyone who's looking for a last-minute gift this holiday season, it's an entirely digital program. So it's all sent by email. You'll get a monthly email, a watercolour painted of the elephants. monthly update. So the keepers write a keeper's diary entry every day about what the elephants have got up to, and that way you'll be kept up to date about what the orphan and that you've chosen to adopt is doing. It's the gift recipient who will receive that if you choose to do it as a gift. And it can be sent on any day of your choosing as well. You can print out the certificate as well, personalised certificate to give to them. Any last minute Christmas elves out there. Adopting an orphan as a gift is a wonderful, wonderful gift this festive season. It is very lush and green at the moment. Everyone's commenting how green it is now.
Yeah, we've had enough rains.
It's a minimum donation of just $50 for 1 year to adopt an orphan. And for that 1 year you'll receive a monthly update. Our update is due to go out tomorrow, so foster parents will be receiving that very shortly, and I'm sure we'll be looking forward to their updates. You have exclusive access to our most recent Keeper's Diaries entries. Someone's asking who is the matriarch in the nursery right now, and you've mentioned quite a few, but
Silaita is the
head.
main. Is the main, and Foryou is the second. But we've got a number of the others helping, like Weka, like Latika, like Mawingu. And then we've got the little ones that are helping, like Morijo, like Nyambeni, and then we've got Mzinga as well. Foryou is the second in command after Silaita.
Thank you to everyone who's watching today who is already a foster parent. I can see some of you are. Thank you so very, very much for your support, for your donations sent on Giving Tuesday as well. This has all stood us in great stead to begin the year on a wonderful note. Thank you so very, very much. These donations go to not only hand-raising these orphans that you see here, but our field projects as well, our 6 mobile veterinary units that operate across the country, tending to injured animals. Somebody wants to see Weka, so we'll go and find her. Naughty Weka. We have our anti-poaching teams, complemented by our aerial surveillance unit, operating in Savo as well. Community outreach programs. All your donations further these conservation efforts, so thank you so very, very much.
This is Weka here, right in the bushes, feeding on the branches. Somebody wanted to know, somebody wanted to see Weka.
Naughty Weka, already playing her ears out. This is for you, whoever wanted to see Weka.
Yeah.
And we saw all the orphans come in earlier and have their milk feed, so we'll save these videos and you can watch back and see your adopted orphan this afternoon as well.
Morijo. Somebody's looking for Morijo.
You've seen, oh look who's playing here. Saw Morijo. We'll save the video and you can watch back and see Morijo, who came in earlier for their milk bottle.
This is the Kitich here.
Kitich playing.
With the choker.
Kitich and Joka.
Yeah. And Morijo right behind them.
There's Morijo. That was fortunate. One of your foster parents, Morijo. Well, let's end the note on these
Two boys
playing. This is a pushing game. They're sizing each other up, wrestling and playing.
Yeah.
Someone was asking what that kind of play was earlier.
That is it.
This is it, yeah. Just messing about. Someone's asking if you ever get knocked over or if the orphans step on you by mistake.
By mistake, yes. Intentionally, no. Because they know we are the guardians and they always want to protect us in case of anything. They're very gentle on the keepers. So they cannot cause any harm, and they've never caused any harm intentionally. Maybe by accident, if they're pushing around and playing with one another, they can step on your feet several times. But it doesn't hurt.
No.
The lower part of the feet is very soft and spongy, so it doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
Choker.
Choker's feet. Very interesting feet that they use to communicate with over long, very many kilometers.
Yeah.
Those feet are a very special design. Can pick up frequencies in the ground.
Yeah.
That soft, spongy pad in between their toes. Just pan around, giving you last views of the orphan herd as they browse here. Thank you everyone for joining us this afternoon. Someone mentioned they used to adopt Bondeni, but you can still keep following Bondeni, who's at Athumba now, through the Athumba Keepers' Diaries. Even once our orphans graduate from the Nairobi nursery, they still very much remain dependent on us for even up to 10 years as they hone their wild instincts and get big enough to eventually reclaim their place in the wild. So you'll still be able to read about your adopted orphan even once they graduate. So the keepers would like to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone, this afternoon. Thank you, Edwin.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us and seeing our baby elephants. And it is a good time that this festivity is you pick an elephant and give a friend as a gift.
Thank you, Ed. Thank you very much. Happy holidays, everyone. Merry Christmas. We hope you have enjoyed the afternoon milk feed with the Nairobi nursery herd here. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Thanks, Ed. That was nice.